All right, today I'm going to show you how to graph the line x equals -4. This line is actually quite simple to graph, but often it's quite confusing because it doesn't really match any of the other forms we're used to. Some of the forms for lines that we're used to are slope-intercept form. Slope-intercept form is written as y equals mx plus b, and standard form is written as ax plus by equals c. So if we take a look at the line x equals -4, this particular equation doesn't necessarily match either the slope-intercept form or the standard form for the equation of a line. So the easiest way to graph this is to think about what this statement means. If I write this equation, x equals -4, this is the same as saying x is -4. So if I'm looking for particular points on my line or solutions to this equation, the number of solutions are infinite as long as your x value remains consistently -4. So if we take a look again at this statement right here, x is -4, this statement reassures us that no matter what in these solutions, x must be -4. The values we pick for y do not matter. We could have 0, we could have 1, we could have 2. In fact, we could actually have a solution like -4, 10, or 101, or 1010. The value we choose for y does not matter. Now, to take a look at the graph, once we've determined these solutions, we know that solutions make up the graph of a linear equation. So if we choose to plot these solutions in a coordinate plane, we will create a graph for this particular function. So that's what we're going to do right now. We are going to go ahead and we are going to graph these particular solutions in the coordinate plane. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and plot these first 4 solutions that I came up with on this particular graph right here. So the first solution was the point -4, 0. So on the graph to plot -4, 0, I'm going to go to the left 4 and up 0. The next solution I came up with was the point -4, 1. So you start at the origin and you're going to go left 4 and up 1. This point right here, -4, 1, is also a solution to that linear equation x equals -4. Another solution we came up with was -4, 2. So if I go starting at the origin to the left 4 because x is negative and up 2, we create this particular point right here, -4, 2. Knowing that y can be whatever we want, this particular equation is going to create a linear graph that is vertical on this x value of -4. So this line right here is the graph of x equals -4. If we go back up and look at the instructions here, the instructions also ask us to calculate the slope of the graph. So I'm going to go back and take a look at this. One of the methods we've talked about finding slope is using rise over run. So your slope is found by the amount of rise between 2 points divided by the amount of run. So if I wanted to take a look at this, I could look at the rise between these 2 points on the graph. The rise would be 2, and the run would be 0. Okay? Remember in math, if you have 0 divided by some number, that's okay. That's just 0. However, if you have a number divided by 0, as we do in this case, it's undefined. Therefore, the slope of all vertical lines is undefined. And that's the answer to that question.